So we're thinking about what it means to be saved, or what is salvation. And I want to introduce you to the cycling superheroes. This is my friend David, who is in Thailand, and he's dressed as Superman. And David has two friends, Batman and Spider-Man. Together, they're the cycling superheroes, and you'll cycle up and down Thailand visiting orphanages. Here are all these kids in the school where Superman is teaching them English. And Batman is saying, remember to brush your teeth. And Spider-Man is not saying anything because he's just sweating in his mask under the hot sun. But they're very famous in Thailand. They're known as the cycling superheroes. And in an interview, they were asked, why are you doing this crazy thing? And they said this: we felt it was the right time to try and make a difference. And making a difference can mean making someone who is sad become happy again, or someone who is poor become rich, or in our case, someone who is dead become alive again. That's salvation. And today I want to look at just one verse. This is Romans chapter 5, verse 9. It says, since we've now been justified by His blood, how much more? Notice that, how much more shall we be saved from God's wrath through Him? And we will see that there are three ways of understanding salvation from this one verse. There's the Superman way, there's the Spider-Man way, and there is the Batman way. So first, the Superman way says that now we've been justified by His blood. The Superman way means you're saved, means you're safer. Jesus Christ died on the cross so that now you know that you've been justified. Now you are saved, you've been forgiven, and you have this right relationship with God. No questions asked. Yeah, that's the Superman way. But next, there's the Spider-Man way. And the Spider-Man saying is that with great power comes great responsibility. It's saying that there's this ongoing work of salvation. Or as the Bible puts it, how much more shall we be saved? That means we are saved already, but God continues to work out that salvation in our lives by overcoming sin, overcoming temptation, and overcoming the flesh. So the Spider-Man way says that God is continuing to save us even today. But finally, there's the Batman way, which is vengeance. We are saved from God's wrath through Jesus. One day God will judge the world for all our sin, for all our rebellion against Him, and this is God's judgment over the whole world. But as Christians, we will be saved. This is a future reality whereby Jesus' blood will cover us and will raise us up to new life again. So three ways to understand salvation. There's the past way, the Superman way. There's the present way, the Spider-Man way. And there's the future way, the Batman way, that saves us from God's judgment. Which one do you think was most interesting? Discuss among yourselves and maybe pray for one another to understand God's salvation through the Lord Jesus Christ.